In the depths of a forgotten chamber beneath the ancient library of Alexandria, where shadows danced with secrets and dust particles floated like memories suspended in time, Professor Elena Marchetti knelt before an artifact that would change everything she thought she knew about human history. The Venus Stone, as she would later call it, lay partially buried beneath centuries of accumulated debris, its surface gleaming with an otherworldly luminescence that seemed to pulse with its own heartbeat. "This shouldn't exist," she whispered to herself, her trembling fingers hovering just inches above the crystalline surface. The stone was unlike anything in the archaeological record, a perfect sphere of translucent material that shifted between deep emerald and celestial blue, with intricate symbols that seemed to move and rearrange themselves as she watched. The dating is impossible. This predates any known civilization by thousands of years. Eleanor had spent her entire career studying ancient mysteries, but nothing had prepared her for this moment. The stone had been discovered during routine excavations in a chamber that wasn't supposed to exist, hidden behind a wall that their ground-penetrating radar had somehow missed. Her team had found it purely by accident when a section of the floor collapsed, revealing a passage that led to this sacred space. The chamber itself defied explanation. The walls were covered in hieroglyphs that predated Egyptian writing, yet somehow she could read them as if they were written in her native language. They spoke of visitors from distant stars, of knowledge given to humanity in its infancy, and of a great forgetting that was deliberately imposed upon the world. "Professor, you've been down there for hours," called Dr. Marcus Chen, her research partner, from somewhere above. "The local authorities are getting nervous about the extended excavation." "Marcus, you need to see this," Elena replied, her voice echoing in the ancient chamber. "Bring your equipment, all of it. And Marcus, bring the sealed recording device. What I'm about to show you must be documented, but it cannot leave this chamber. Not yet." As she waited for him to descend, Elena felt drawn to touch the stone. The moment her fingertips made contact with its surface, the world around her shifted. The chamber filled with a soft, pulsing light, and she could hear whispers in languages that had been forgotten for millennia. Images flashed through her mind: star maps, advanced civilizations, beings of light who walked among early humans, teaching them the secrets of consciousness and creation. Marcus arrived to find Eleanor in a trance-like state, her hands pressed against the stone, tears streaming down her face. "Elena, what's happening? Your vitals are spiking on the monitor." "The truth, Marcus," she said without opening her eyes. "We found the truth about our origins. This stone, it's not from Earth. It's a repository of knowledge, a gift left by those who came before. But there's more. There was a deliberate suppression of this knowledge, a conspiracy that spans millennia." As the hours passed, Eleanor and Marcus documented everything they could about the stone and the chamber. The hieroglyphs told a story that challenged every foundation of human history. They spoke of a golden age when humanity lived in harmony with cosmic consciousness, when the boundaries between the physical and spiritual realms were transparent. But then came the great forgetting, a deliberate severing of humanity's connection to this higher knowledge. "The stone contains instructions," Elena explained to Marcus as they worked through the night. "Not just historical records, but actual techniques for expanding consciousness, for reconnecting with the cosmic grid that we were once part of. But there are warnings too. Those who sought to keep this knowledge hidden are still active. They've been guarding against its rediscovery for thousands of years." The deeper Elena delved into the stone's revelations, the more she understood why this knowledge had been suppressed. It revealed the true potential of human consciousness, the ability to transcend physical limitations, to communicate across vast distances, even to influence matter with focused intention. This was knowledge that would fundamentally change the power structures that had controlled humanity for millennia. If you enjoy these kinds of stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our content. And tell us in the comments where you are watching from. We would love to know. But with this knowledge came danger. On their third night in the chamber, Elena and Marcus were not alone. They heard footsteps in the passages above, voices speaking in hushed tones. Someone had discovered their excavation. "We need to protect the stone," Elena whispered urgently. "The knowledge it contains cannot fall into the wrong hands, but it also cannot be lost again. Humanity deserves to know the truth about its origins, about its potential." Working quickly, they created detailed records of everything they had discovered, uploading encrypted files to secure servers around the world. Elena realized that she was part of something larger than she had initially understood. The stone had not been found by accident. She had been led to it, chosen to be its guardian and interpreter. "There are others," she told Marcus, as they prepared to leave the chamber for what might be the last time. "The hieroglyphs speak of a network of guardians, people throughout history who have protected fragments of this knowledge, waiting for the right time to reveal it to the world. I think the time is now." As they emerged from the chamber, they found their excavation site surrounded by men in dark suits, government agents, possibly international organizations. Elena couldn't be sure, but she had anticipated this moment. "Dr. Marchetti," one of them called out, his voice carrying an authority that suggested this was not a request. "We need to discuss your recent discoveries, for the safety of everyone involved." "The stone stays here," Eleanor replied firmly. "It belongs to humanity, not to any government or organization. The knowledge it contains is our birthright, suppressed for too long by those who feared what we might become if we remembered our true nature." Money. What followed was a standoff that lasted several days. Elena and Marcus refused to reveal the location of the chamber or to hand over their research. During this time, strange things began to happen. Other archaeologists around the world reported similar discoveries, ancient artifacts that seemed to respond to consciousness, hieroglyphs that could be read regardless of the reader's linguistic background, evidence of advanced civilizations that predated known history by thousands of years. "It's happening everywhere," Marcus reported as he monitored news feeds from his encrypted connection. "London, Beijing, Cairo, Mexico City. It's as if the stone's discovery has triggered something global. The suppressed knowledge is emerging simultaneously across the planet." Elena smiled for the first time in days. "The stone isn't unique. It's part of a network, a global system designed to reactivate when humanity was ready to receive this knowledge again. We weren't just archaeologists who stumbled upon a discovery. We were catalysts for a planetary awakening." In the end, the authorities could not contain what had been unleashed. The knowledge spread through academic networks, through social media, through the collective consciousness itself. People around the world began reporting enhanced intuitive abilities, profound spiritual experiences, and a deep sense of connection to cosmic consciousness that had been dormant for millennia. Elena spent her remaining years traveling the world, connecting with other guardians of this ancient knowledge, helping to interpret the flood of discoveries that emerged once the suppression field had been broken. She learned that the Venus stone was just one piece of a vast puzzle that revealed humanity's true history and potential. The stone itself remained in its chamber, protected now not by secrecy, but by a growing community of people who understood its significance. It became a pilgrimage site for those seeking to reconnect with their cosmic heritage, a place where the boundary between science and spirituality dissolved into a greater understanding of reality itself. In her final journal entry, found after her peaceful death at the age of 87, Elena wrote, "The Venus stone taught me that we are not alone, and we never have been. We are part of a cosmic family that has been waiting patiently for us to remember who we are. The great forgetting is ending, and the great remembering has begun. The truth was never hidden. It was simply waiting for us to be ready to receive it." The legacy of the Venus stone continues to influence humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos. Scientists and mystics work together now, exploring the frontiers of consciousness and reality. The artificial boundaries between disciplines have dissolved, replaced by a holistic approach to knowledge that honors both empirical investigation and intuitive understanding. And in the depths of that ancient chamber beneath Alexandria, the Venus stone continues to pulse with its otherworldly light, a beacon calling humanity home to its cosmic birthright, reminding us that the greatest mysteries are not found in distant galaxies, but in the infinite depths of consciousness itself. And if you like this story, you will definitely love the next one that's appearing on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave your like, and activate the notifications. See you in the next one.